So, when you help a client create career goals and then later plan actions, you have to take certain steps to ensure goals meet some objectives criteria to get good outcomes. Goals should be specific, okay? Goals should Clients often make vague statements like, "What I need is a job with more money." If they say this, you ask them what kind of job, how much more money do they want, okay? Um, what field gets them to be more specific? How can you determine a plan of action if you don't know exactly what the goal is? If the client says, "I want a job that I can be happy going to," okay, what kind of question would you ask them? You can ask them, "What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing? What part of previous jobs that you like and what didn't you like?" Remembering you want to break it down so that the goals are more specific. Goals should be observable. They should be things that you can actually see them do. For example, the client may enter graduate school to obtain a degree in counseling and maybe ask for a raise. These are all observable goals. Goals should be time specific. Help them create a time frame for their goals. So if they want to get a higher degree, that's not time specific. However, if they said they will enroll in Cal State LA's counseling master program by the end of the year, there is a time frame. By the end of the year, they're going to apply to the master's program. Goals should be time specific because it helps them take action and actually do it. So goals should be achievable. Not Don't be overly optimistic or ambitious about goals. It can set them up for failure. An example of a goal that is not achievable is, I'll enter graduate school by September and have my master's in 1 year. Well, that's not possible because it takes about 2 to 3 years to obtain a master's degree, right? So, your role is to help the client set reasonable and obtainable goals without damping the client's enthusiasm for undertaking something new. So, goals may need to be in writing. So, some clients have this reinforcing, that necessary of reinforcing. So if you're a college counselor, for example, and your client's goal is to obtain a degree in counseling, you may help create an academic plan with courses to take and then have that in writing so that they could take it home and refer to it as they progress in the program. Um, they can kind of check off, kind of a check and balance, and be autonomous in their educational journey. If goals are not articulated, then you should help them articulate it, even if you think the goals are obvious. Say it, articulate it. Make sure your client agrees with you on the goals that um, are well thought out and articulated plan, and then put them into actions. Okay. Um, there are so many different types of techniques that may help establish career plans. One is when you establish early and often, and you help them develop goals and a plan of actions. The second one is to make actions and plan reasonable um, accommodations, right? If they keep trying to do the same thing that they did before and it never worked, help them understand why their actions are not reasonable. Help them make more reasonable actions. Three, see the goals and plans and build and evaluate them according to maybe objective criteria and to the meaning. Remember to make sure that they are specific, observable, time specific, achievable in writing, and articulated. Number four, reinforce in as many ways as possible uh, the means to effective goals and plan of actions. If the plan of action is applying for a job, help them learn the process of applying for a job. Help them practice the resume interviewing skills. Five is individualize the process according to the needs of preferred style of each client. Know that everyone's different. What works for one person may not work for another. Six is do not be hard on a client or yourself when things do not go according to plan. Instead, just adjust it, explore, and then see why the goals are not achieved. So that's it for this week. And if you you will be coming up with 3 goals and a plan of action for your client. I uploaded a Word document for you guys to use to develop goals, and then objectives are steps to reaching those goals. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing the goals that you develop with your client C.